Once upon a time, somewhere very far in the land of the Elves, lived 3 elves. These elves were getting ready to become good-hearted fairies, and off they went on their journey to the world of humans.
Our duty awaits for us, guys. Come on. I'm very excited. Finally, we too will see the world of humans.
I want every single person to be very happy.
If we help the humans and make them happy, we too will become good-hearted fairies.
In an old house, there lived an old man and his wife. The old man made a living by making shoes in his workshop in their home, and sometimes he repaired old shoes. The shoemaker bought new leather to make new shoes from the money he earned. One day, he bought leather from the money he had made. He arrived home. The piece of the leather he had bought was only enough to make 1 pair of shoes. He left the piece of leather on the table, left the room, closing the door, and went into his bedroom. In the morning, the shoemaker woke up. Sitting in his bed, he had a good stretch. He thought about the type of shoe he was going to make. And like every other morning, he finished the breakfast his wife had prepared for him.
Thank you very much, dear. I must be off to work now. Today I will make a very nice pair of shoes.
Last night you made a pair of shoes. Do you have enough leather to make another pair?
The old man was amazed because he knew he didn't make any shoes before he slept last night. And so the old man quickly ran to his workshop and his wife followed. As he opened the door, what does he see? The piece of leather he had left on the table from night before had turned into very pretty shoes. The shoemaker's eyes nearly came out of its sockets.
When did I make these shoes? I do not remember. I think I have become really old.
The shoes were that pretty that the shoemaker quickly put them in front of the window and waited for a customer. Soon after, a rather wealthy-looking customer saw the shoes from the window and came in.
Good day. I would like to buy the pair of shoes in front of the window. Doesn't matter what it costs. They are by far the best pair of shoes I have ever seen.
The old man, with great happiness, saw the pair of shoes, and he didn't ask for any more than what it was worth. This time, the shoemaker was on his way to get leather for the 2 pairs of shoes. And again, he left the leather on top of the table, and before he left the room, he turned around and had another look at the piece of leather and went off to bed. As soon as he woke up, he ran straight to his workshop. This time round, there were 2 pairs of amazing shoes sitting on the table. Once again, the shoemaker was very happy. He placed the shoes in front of the window. The same day, he sold both pairs of shoes for a very good price. And off he went again to buy more leather. Of course, in the meantime, he was wondering who was making these lovely pairs of shoes. He placed the leather on the table and went to his room. In the morning, he had a pile of shoes on the table. The shoemaker sold every single pair that day. For a very long time, the old man was able to make a living with the money he had made from the shoes. With some of the money he had made, he continued to buy leather. But the shoemaker was so curious as to how and who was making these pairs of shoes. At last, one night, he decided to hide in the closet in his workshop and was determined to find out who was making them.
Tonight I will finally be able to meet the shoemaker.
When the time had passed midnight, the workshop's window opened and in entered the elves. One of the elves accidentally bumped into a flower pot. Hearing the noise, the old man jumped out of his spot.
Would you be careful? You're going to wake them up.
When the old man pushed the door and had a
Sneak peek.
he couldn't
Believe his eyes. He rubbed his eyes.
Looked
Again.
and what did he see?
See, there were
The 3 elves,
on the table,
they were
dancing and
working.
at the same time.
One of them
A
cut,
clever
one was
sewing.
and
The other one was
gluing it.
together. Then they
Tied the laces,
and polished.
the shoes. The
Elves were working
so fast,
that with the
flick of an eye,
they were countless
countless pairs of shoes
on the counter.
They're beautiful. Come on, let's leave before someone wakes up.
The elves
left as
they had
arrived,
dancing with
joy and laughter.
laughter.
The shoemaker
Slipped out of
his
his
hiding place
He
and
went
to his wife
and told her all.
all that had happened. And of
Of course,
his wife couldn't believe
believe what she heard.
But when
She
she
saw the countless
saw pairs of shoes
sitting on the counter
she knew
that her husband
couldn't do them all.
all in one night.
They agreed to
Thank the elves
for what they
had done. The following
day, the
old shoemaker's
wife prepared
prepared a feast.
At midnight,
When the elves
arrived at the workshop,
arrived, they
saw
saw
the feast on
the table.
Look at all that food. Do you think it's been prepared for us?
Of course it is for us, you silly. Otherwise, why would they bring it at this hour?
I think we have completed our mission in this house. Now we can go to the other houses that need our help.
The shoemaker
and his wife
woke up and walked
walked into the workshop.
and
Instead of seeing the
food they had
left,
they saw a pile
pile of shiny
of shoes. After that day,
the elves never
never returned again.
again.
The old
Shoemaker and his wife
were able to get
buy with all
all the money they had
had earned
for the rest.
of their lives.
The shoemaker
Shoemaker thought
that after
working for so many
many years, this was
his reward. That is why
he never stopped
making shoes,
shoes.
and whenever he
Thought about the little
little elves,
he was forever
thankful,
and
grateful.
क्या आपको यह कहानी पसंद आई? अगर आप और भी ऐसे रोचक वीडियो देखना चाहते हैं तो हमारे चैनल इंटेलेक्चुअल एपिटाइट को सब्सक्राइब, लाइक और शेयर करना न भूलें। आपका सहयोग हमें और भी अच्छा करने में मदद करेगा।